So today we have with us Ms. Shruti Gangar. She's an artist and a photographer. So tell us something about yourself.
I graduated from JV School of Applied Arts, and there I did my commercial arts, in which I did my majors in photography. I didn't really know I would land up choosing photography. I always wanted to either do sculpturing or illustration, but it's like as you start doing something, you actually get to know more about it. And then after 2 years passed, you have to select a subject, and somehow I just landed up into this. And now it's become something which I cannot live without. So it's going good, journey is tough. The market these days is very difficult for any field actually to survive in. But it's going good, and you take a lot of time to actually get a name if you work by yourself and not under somebody. But you need to know exactly what you want to do, because it's so varied that there are so many types of photographies that you can actually choose. But if you don't know what you really want to do, you have no way you can reach to one goal where you actually become something. So it's very necessary you choose either fashion, you want to do landscape, you want to do product, commercials for ads, what you want to do. Because there are many people who first think of doing something, they'll end up doing something else because they don't get work in this, they're not happy with what they are doing. So if you're not focused, then I don't think you can really survive in that field for too long, and you'll end up doing just things for money and nothing else for yourself. So I was very clear that I didn't want to do something which is more commercial, and I wanted to do it because I like doing it more than anything else. And even if I do product photography, I make sure I tell my client I only shoot in daylight and not in studio lighting, because that is something I am not so comfortable in. If you put me into a box, I can't do it. So yeah, it's been going good. Some people do not agree with the concept of clicking their products in daylight because they think the clarity might not be good or whatever the reasons are. But it's fine. I do what I really want to do, and I'm really going good with it. And I also see myself as someone who writes stories on the photos that I click. So I would want to publish a book on travel soon. So I think if I know that I know what I want to do perfectly with the combination of two things, it works better than me clicking a picture and asking someone else to write for me. I will always want, words will always help the photo look better. So might as well do it myself if I can do it.
So tell us something about the work that you've done before.
I'll tell you something about the book that I've done on a travel thing. It's called the Sacred Desert Festivals. So I traveled to Pushkar, which is in Rajasthan, and to the Run of Kutch in Gujarat. So this is a book in which I try to cover all the feel of the entire desert festival that happens in India, the people, the animals that are traded for, and all of that. So you can just have a look at it. And this is the line. I always write my work with, I add a line to it or something. So for this photo, it would be the contrast to the black desert is the riot of colors, the large colorful turbans of the native males arriving here to trade their animals. I always try to find out more of the essence of the place than just getting light as a part of it, but sometimes there might not be enough light or anything of that. But it's more about to get the whole, when you're doing a travel photography, if you don't get the essence of the place in your photo, I don't think you can show the place without showing the people, showing their emotions, or like the details of why that place is called so, or why the entire group of people have come together. So there are really simple pictures if you see, but I think they do speak. I mean, the viewer is the judge though. The people cooking their food in the chaos, then the emptiness where there are just animals tied up. Then this is the baby trying to feed the mother. This is the holy lake there. Really simple pictures, but I think Like, see, this picture is one of my favorites, though there's nothing much to it. But the foreigners and the old Indian uncle looking at them and not looking at what everybody else is looking at. It's a very small thing, but I think it's the eye of the photographer when you actually have to find what is happening where and pick the best out of it and click it. There must be like thousands of people around you, but it's the talent, and that's when you're tested to actually find what you're supposed to click and at which moment. It's like a fraction of a second and the moment is gone, and if you lose it, you've like lost it forever. So you have to be very swift, and you need to keep your eyes and mind open all the time. Even if you're walking, you see something, you have to click it, because that's all it's running in your head all the time. And you have to get dirty too. You have to sit on the floor to get pictures like this. You have to do everything possible, which sometimes as a girl you can't do. People feel awkward when you're clicking around them, and a lot of things do happen, which if you were a guy it wouldn't. But you just have to be okay with it and just try to be a part of any place that you go and not feel uncomfortable yourself, because if you are someone who is not able to be a part of the others, I'm sure even they will feel, and they will not behave like the way they usually do. So you will obviously not be able to actually capture what they actually are. And this is the run of Kutch, the whites, and see, like, this is what I was saying. The pictures can be dark, there might not be any light, anything, but that's alright. You have to have the whole feel of the place where there's just little light and just emptiness in the entire run, where there's nothing. If you're standing for miles and miles, you can see nobody. So it's just about the place that you need to click and get the entire feel of it. So this is one project which is very dear to me, and I would want to work more on it. There's something that I would like to read that I did on being human. So this is a visual where you can see two people walking in two different directions but on the same sand. I thanked the rain that night, it helped me hide my tears. As you walked left and me right, it was hell that appeared. Those days were heaven, which were now lost in memories. But it's memories now and nothing else, since the day you walked left and me right. And my tagline says, take a small step, lend a helping hand, find your heaven on earth, even on this lost land. So what I'm trying to say is, it's a very simple concept that I decided is heaven or hell. What do you choose when you do an action? You know why you're doing it. And it's a very basic thing where I'm saying, is hell what you're looking for? Because these days, most of the people, the way they are doing their work or their lifestyle or whatever, it just, and the kind of bad things happening around, it's a question mark on me, which I was thinking, is hell what people are looking for? Why are they doing all this bad? And this is simply saying that when someone leaves you away, you can, by buying a being human product or whatever, you're lending a helping hand to somebody. That person could be old, left by his kids, could be anything. So simply, I'm just trying to say that there are so many people who have lost so much, and when you have so much, why not help them? So a very basic thing, a concept of heaven or hell, that you have an opportunity to do a good deed to go to heaven, then why not?
What are your future plans?
I want to do a lot of travel photography, but at some point some things are not really possible as you get married and grow old and all of that. But it can be done in parts is what I'm aiming at, and I want to also do a lot of writing work and visualization. So I do work for a few organizations where I do their visualization work, and a lot of other designing work and corporate designing and all of that also. And I do see myself as a photographer. If I want to be associated with one profession, that is something I would like to be associated with more, because I really am very keen on just doing that as my main career, but it's not so viable to just do photography and nothing else. So I also side by side do other professional work like designing magazines and designing logos, or doing designing report books for some companies and working for other organization, clicking for their, like there's one organization called Akanksha and Teach for India. So for them, I had clicked a lot of their children in doing different activities, or they having events, and then I also designed their report books and all of that. So photography is not just one thing I aim at in doing my future in, but it's a combination of 2-3 things, because I know at a point that it's not going to be possible to do it, and I have to have something that I can always do. So it's not that it will be sidelined, but it's something which will be there, but when it's not there, you at least have something to do other than that. And they all are interconnected, and everything requires creativity and writing, creativity and designing and all of that. So it's not that I can say that I'm only going to be a photographer or something, but surely that I would always want to be known as a photographer than a designer. And in my my interests or my main forte, I would say that I do click better than I design, so I might as well want to focus on it and make my career into just doing photography. But there's nothing in specific what I would want to say, because you get different projects, you take it up. It's not necessary you just do one thing. You can surely try 10 different things, but you should know where you're heading to, and I do know that, I think. And making my own book or publishing my own book on writing and photography is something what I look at.
Thank you so much for talking to us, and I'm sure our viewers will get to know more about this field after seeing our interview. Thank you.
No problem. It was great having you.